Hello, I'm Mike Perry, your current state senator in Senate District 26, covering Owatonna, Faribault, Waseca, Blooming Prairie, Allendale, Medford, and Morristown. I am so excited right now. I just came off the streets from walking 7.5 hours in one of my communities, handing out the bag of hope. I'm not sure if you've seen the bag of hope yet, but I'm going to show it to you. So here's the bag of hope we were just handing out for 7.5 hours. It's a bag of hope, folks. Read clearly. Can you see what that says? Can you see it? Come on, you can see it. Okay, that's the bag of hope. Why am I so excited about the bag of hope? Because inside this bag of hope, you will find common sense, fiscal responsibility, and integrity. That's what you're going to find in there. So you want to know what's in there? Well, let me show you. Okay, I've taken the contents out of that bag of hope. First and foremost, in that bag of hope, you are going to see a flyer for the next U.S. Congressman, because Randy Demmer will represent us. You know, Randy's running against Tim Walz, who voted for a $787 billion worth of stimulus spending, and we still saw unemployment grow. Tim Walz voted to put the federal government in charge of health care. Tim Walz supported a massive tax increase that will wreak havoc on businesses and individuals. So that's why inside this bag of hope, filled with common sense, integrity, and fiscal responsibility, Randy Demmer. Vote Randy Demmer for U.S. Congress. So what else did you see in that bag of hope? Well, in that bag of hope, you saw this. And of course, I'm talking about Dan Doc Severson for Secretary of State. That's right. It's time for election integrity, isn't it? We need photo ID. Dan Doc Severson for Secretary of State. We don't need to have the issues like we had with the Franken-Coleman debacle. Let's elect Dan Severson as Secretary of State. What else are you going to see there? You're going to see Pat Anderson for Minnesota State Auditor. We need somebody that knows how to take a look at the numbers and give us the right reports. So let's send Pat Anderson to St. Paul as our next Minnesota State Auditor. In that bag of hope, we're moving right along. What else are you going to see? You're going to see a flyer for this guy. I'm talking about Dave Thule in House Seat District 26A. He's running against Corey Kath, who is part of that DFL Liberal Party. Let me tell you something, folks. If you want to know what Corey Kath didn't do for you in the negotiations of the flood relief bill, send me an email or give me a call and I'll tell you all about it, because I was there. We need to send Dave Thule common sense, leadership, fiscal responsibility, and integrity. We need to send him to St. Paul in January of 2011. So vote November 2nd for Dave Thule, House Seat, District 26A. What else are you going to find in there? Well, I'll tell you what. You are going to find, again, this fellow, Tom Emmer, and Annette Meeks, our governor and lieutenant governor. They will listen to us Minnesotans. They will redesign state government. They will create private sector jobs by lowering taxes. So, why don't you say we work together to elect an authentic leader that you can trust, Tom Emmer, because we will restore prosperity by putting Minnesotans back in charge of their futures. And we will put government back in the position of serving us. Tom Emmer for governor. What else will you find in that bag? Well, you will also find my flyer. You know, re-elect Mike Perry as your state senator. That's right, because I believe, as does Tom Emmer, creating a pro-jobs business climate will put our citizens back to work with good-paying jobs. I believe responsible and accountable government spending is a must, and I will defend life and Second Amendment rights. Okay? So, the bag of hope, that's what you saw in the bag of hope that was delivered to your door handles today. 7.5 hours of delivering the bag of hope filled with common sense, fiscal responsibility, and integrity. We are all asking for your vote on November 2nd, whether it's Dan Doc Severson, Pat Anderson, Tom Emmer, Dave Thule, or Mike Perry. We're asking for your vote on November 2nd. If you didn't get a bag of hope, feel free to email me at mikeperry.com or give me a phone call. It's on my website. You can get in touch with me that way. And I'll get you your bag of hope. Thank you. God bless.